Join me as I deep dive into the Intel Arc B580 to discover what makes it so fast. What if I told you your gaming experience could be transformed overnight, and it doesn't have to cost the same as a small car? Yeah, I was surprised too, but not as surprised as my husband when I gave it to him for our wedding anniversary. Romantic? Slightly questionable. Smart? Absolutely. So yeah, here's the deal. Our wedding anniversary was coming up, and while most people might go out and buy designer cologne or a nice watch, I decided to go for nerd spouse and gift my husband a new graphics card for his PC. So the question you'll all be asking is, was it the elusive RTX 5090? Sadly, no, I'm not actually made of gold. But it was the Intel Arc B580, and honestly, this thing here really pleasantly surprised me. Let's face it, gaming in 2025 can be quite brutal if your graphics card is older than your dog, and not many of us have very old dogs. Frame drops, texture pop-ins, fans that sound like jet engines, it's a really difficult area to navigate. Content creators feel the pain too. Trying to render 4K footage on an old card is basically a form of torture. So, for a while, it's felt like the only options were to sell a kidney for an RTX or suffer in silence. But Intel, yes, Intel, you know, the CPU folks, they've been quietly working on improving their Arc series, and the B580 might just be the mid-range GPU miracle that we didn't see coming. Under the hood, the Arc B580 that I have in my hands here brings quite a lot to the table, and here's why. So, it comes with 16 Xe cores and upgraded ray tracing units for smoother, more realistic lighting and reflections in modern titles. It comes with a 256-bit memory interface paired with 16GB of DDR6 VRAM, giving it excellent bandwidth for high-res textures and multitasking. It boasts a boost clock of 2.4 GHz, which translates to consistent performance even in those demanding AAA games. And Intel's improved XeSS or Xe Super Sampling, which is their AI-powered upscaling tech, this actually delivers sharper visuals and better frame rates without nuking your GPU temps. So this thing actually handled Cyberpunk, Baldur's Gate 3, and even a modded Skyrim without turning the PC into a frying pan. Plus, it stayed whisper quiet, which is more than I can say about our actual anniversary dinner. And here's the kicker. Benchmarks put the Intel Arc B580 neck and neck with cards double its price in some instances, often matching or surpassing the 4060 and also holding its own against the more newer RTX 5060. It offers smoother 1% lows, higher VRAM and better performance under ray tracing when budget is limited. The RTX 5060 does pull ahead in some competitive titles, but does struggle with VRAM constraints at higher resolutions. For example, Metro Exodus at 1080p, we almost got identical frame rates to the 5060, but the B580 offered smoother lows. And when it comes to content creation, this card really shines. It handles demanding tasks like video editing and 3D modelling with ease. And I actually found, when compared to the 4060, games like Ratchet & Clank, The Last of Us, Jedi Survivor, Far Cry 6, Marvel Spider-Man often were 10 to 30% faster on the B580. So user reviews have been rolling in, and much like mine, people are saying that this card is the sleeper hit of the year. It's like Intel walked into the party late, but bought cookies, and now everyone wants to be their friend. But before we all start building shrines for it and sending NVIDIA sympathy cards, let's talk about some of the caveats. So yes, driver stability is still a thing. Intel has come a long way since the chaos of the Arc A770 launch, But in all honesty, updates are still hit or miss. Most modern games are fine, but some older DirectX 11 titles can have hiccups like weird stutters or texture bugs. And there are also some game optimization gaps. So while Intel is working closely with devs, there is still the occasional inconsistencies in performance across lesser known titles. Some indie games or niche engines may not fully leverage Arc's capabilities. And in all honesty, the Intel Arc control panel still feels a little bit beta in some places. It's functional, but it does lack the polish and the ecosystem maturity that you get with NVIDIA's GeForce Experience or AMD Adrenalin. So yes, performance-wise, the B580 is a beast for the price, but unlike or like all budget miracles, there are some trade-offs. If you're a casual or competitive gamer playing modern titles, I believe you'll be more than satisfied. If you live in niche benchmarks even, or rely on plug and play perfection, it's worth considering those quirks before you go out and buy it. So no, it's not the RTX 5090, but the Arc B580 gave us smooth gameplay, quiet performance, and a much happier gaming spouse. So that's not bad for an anniversary gift that didn't break the bank or require a second mortgage. So tell me, what do you think? Would you be happy receiving a GPU as an anniversary gift? Or would I be sleeping in the shed right now? Drop your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to check out my other videos for more honest, weirdly romantic tech reviews. Thanks very much. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. I much appreciate it.